Hey, it's Christine Obee. As you've seen if you're accessing this from my website, I help office professionals that know something is missing to mold their current career or create a new one so they have clear direction, confidence, and purpose in what they do. The tidbit I'm going to share with you today, 3 simple steps to meeting a tight deadline without feeling like you want to jump out of your office window, is a sample of the types of concepts and tools that you'll get access to when working with me. So if you like what you hear, and you're truly committed to stepping into a life that has focus, purpose, and passion, get yourself in line for a complimentary coaching session by visiting the Apply Now page on the coaching section of christineobee.com. www.christineobee.com. All right, let's get into it. You know those scenarios when you're on a deadline and really have to think things through in order to solve your problem. It might be something small, like figuring out how to best present the results of your quarterly program report. Or it might be something big, like deciding to take that new job offer or not. There's so much pressure to get things right that you think it through 1,000 different ways from Sunday. No matter what angle you spin it, nothing seems to fit. Time is getting tight, you can't seem to think clearly, and your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears. You can't close down the laptop, or better yet, leave the country and come back 2 days later to finish things off. There's a time limit to figuring this out. With a commitment to keep my site updated with new content, I'm working with weekly deadlines. Wouldn't you believe the above scenario is exactly what ended up happening to me when I was writing the script for this audio. I became overwhelmed by all the information and knowledge I can pull from on this topic. Should I use that quote from Dr. Dane here that talks about how if we could use our brains to figure everything out, we would have solved all of our problems already? Or should I focus more on the neurological makeup of gray and white matter in our brains and how this impacts our decision-making tendencies? I've decided to go with neither and let the description of my experience of getting this content piece up tell the tale. I got caught up in all the different possible angles and approaches. I wrote and rewrote, yet it didn't feel good enough. It didn't feel right. I put pressure on myself for this to be perfect. The frustration level really went up when I checked the time and realized I'd spent double the amount of time I had allocated for this already and still wasn't finished. Next came the self-defeating thoughts. I should be able to do this more quickly. Why can't I get it together and get this done? I'm sure someone else would not take this long. Thankfully, a sane thought entered my head. Stop. And I did. I took a 2-minute break to follow 3 simple steps. As I came back to my task at hand, I was more calm and focused. 10 minutes later, I was done. So what exactly did I do? Let me fill you in. 1. I started with something called the 3-part breath. Belly, ribs, and chest. So as you inhale, you'll first inflate the belly, then the ribs, and then the chest. As you exhale, deflate the belly, the ribs, and the chest. After a few rounds of this, you can start to explore your body. Step number 2. So feel your seat in the chair beneath you. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice if you're holding tension in your shoulders and drop them away from your ears. Number 3, look inside the body and find the part of the body where you feel the most sensation. Common spots to look are stomach, chest, throat, or neck and shoulders. Simply sit with the feeling and breathe. Notice how eventually it dissipates. Repeat these steps as many times as you need to. So notice next time your stress is taking over your ability to think clearly. Instead of pushing harder and increasing your stress even more, take a break to breathe, feel, and look. You'll come back to the problem with a clearer mind and greater ability to think. Solutions will come more easily, and your time will be used more effectively. You'll have more energy because you'll be able to refocus your attention to where it's most able to be used at the time, rather than forcing something that isn't happening. Again, I'm Christine. I'd love to hear what results you had after implementing these rules into your workday, and any comments or insights that came up as you listened to this audio. You can get in touch through the contact section of christineobee.com. Remember, check out the other free content on the site under the Helpful Hints page. And if you really are committed to creating a life with focus, purpose, and passion, take that next step and apply for the complimentary coaching session under the coaching segment of ChristineObee.com. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later.